Hey my loves, I know I promised that I would take things down a notch down, because apparently you guys are saying that the previous video was heavy on you, like when you go.
Do you know what the danger is?
You know what the danger is? You know what the danger is? Yeah, so you guys said that I was taking down a notch because Nikoile with the previous video, because eating ati and go she I remember my other guy friend even gave me a hug. I was like, oh man, I'm so sorry. I'm like, guys, the grand, like I'm good. It happened. We cried about it. We'll probably still continue to cry about it if ever we're triggered. But when it's grand, guys, we say started one. So I know I did promise that I would do a vlog so you can just breathe. But yo guys, hey, the purpose of this channel is to talk, to share stories. So today what we'll be doing is a story time. I'll be doing a story time on my ectopic pregnancy story. Please, do it for me, please. Do it for me. Okay, so today I'll be sharing something that happened to me 2 years ago in 2020. My ectopic pregnancy story. What is an ectopic pregnancy? An ectopic pregnancy is basically a pregnancy that occurs outside the uterus. What do I mean by this? When you fall pregnant, sperm swim, fertilize the egg, form a zygote, and then it attaches itself to the uterus, which is where the baby grows, and so on and so forth. When the guys are waking, my house is gonna I can't remember soul division. That's what happened. So what happened with me is I fell pregnant in 2020 on, I don't know when I fell pregnant, but I found out on the 11th of June 2020 that I was actually pregnant. Yeah. Okay, so what happened is with the pregnancy, fertilization didn't happen. The baby didn't attach itself to the uterus, so fertilization did happen, but it happened in the fallopian tube. With ectopic pregnancy, there's 3 types of ectopic pregnancies when I did my research. And now what happened to me is that the egg got fertilized in the fallopian tube, but it did not move to the uterus to attach itself so the baby can get all the nutrients, akhule umntwana kuze kube ku9 months kuze ngibelethe ke la ngikhombise ke nina. That did not happen. So fertilization happened, but it happened in the fallopian tube. The baby grew in the fallopian tube and did not move to the uterus. Okay, so how did I know? Oh guys, again, I'll go up because I didn't even know there was such a thing. There's me to uterus and whatnot. So what happened is on the 10th of June 2020, I had this sharp pain on my right side, up in my lower abdomen area, and this sharp pain, excruciating pain actually. And I mean, this as much as period pains is, but I usually get period pains, but my period pains are never ever this intense. So I was like, okay. I remember, I think we were on school holidays, so I remember it was like in the afternoon around 3 times. I was wearing pajamas and I was feeling so sick, and I was also very nauseous as well. So I tried taking Panadol. I didn't have painkillers. Guys, I was in so much pain. So I called my boyfriend, my then boyfriend, was not my ex. I called him. He was at work here, and I called him like, bruh, and I was crying because I was like, hey, I don't know what is going on here. I don't know what is going on. I was in so much pain. I called him and he was panicking. Except I cry, babe. I was like, baby. I'm like, no, I'm really in pain. And then but in pain, guys, it was the pits. I was in the pits, Ooh, sorry. So I called him and I was like, I'm in so much pain. And then so I was like, okay, and go on I was like, okay, there's something coming out. I'm like, okay, that can only be my period because I can feel there's something coming out. And I went to the bathroom. When I got to the bathroom, I noticed that I'm bleeding. So I was like, okay, maybe I'm starting my period. I'm not even sure if I'm periods now or not. But yeah, I was like, okay, I'm starting my period, but why am I in so much pain? So I clean up, I put on a pad, and I go to bed and I sleep. I wake up in the morning. I barely slept because I was just in so much pain. And then I went to bed, obviously, and I woke up in the morning and I was like, okay, let me wash, because I had called someone to come do my hair who does house calls. So I called this girl to come do my hair and had an appointment with her the following day. So I had to wake up early, get dressed so that I can do it. So when I go to the bathroom, I'm just like, Aibo, gone. Okay, I stopped bleeding last night because I also got blood anymore. Okay, but again, I put another pad again just in case. Fine. So I call my boyfriend and then he's like, Aibo, that's very weird, because the only time that happens is when a person is pregnant. But I'm just like, because I've always been under the impression of andizaling, because why you guys can guess. But information about I've always thought I'm infertile, and I was like, I can't be me pregnant, never. So I called my other friend who lives here in Plate, that I have a very close relationship with, who's really become my sister. I say, man, I don't know what's happening. I'm bleeding. Because now, she did give me painkillers the previous day. And it gives me pills that she had. And so I call her in the morning. I'm like, hey, this happened. I was bleeding last night, but today there's no blood. And then she's like, I will meet you, sis. I will not meet you guys. Okay, so the girl comes, lower bending for to do that I had an appointment with. She comes and I get my hair done. My hair, I can't and then what happened is, after I finished doing my hair, I'm like, let me go to Clicks and actually go buy home pregnancy testers so I can actually see, am I pregnant now or not? So I went to Clicks, I got 2 home pregnancy testers, and I went to my friend's place. And they have I'm so nervous, let's do this together actually, so that so I peed on the thing. Obviously, I gave pregnancy tester in the lines is in 2. The second line, however, was very, very light. Ibi light, man. Is this line there or not? But I to see you're pregnant. I was like, no ways, guys. I'm not with it. No ways. No, I don't know how many times I woke up. Pregnancy test. I'm like, it can't be me pregnant. There's no way. Okay. Then I woke up at 3 a.m. the following day, which is now the 12th. And the boyfriend was gonna come on that day because we are getting at 12. So I went to the bathroom at 3 a.m. I went to pee again. I tested, and again, same thing. 2 lines. The second line looks faded. So I'm just like, hey guys, me pregnant? No ways, man. No ways. I tell him, and he gets excited. He gets excited. I'm just like, something exciting. I'm like, what? Okay, sharp. But I won't lie, Shem. At that time, I wanted to be excited because I think, because in 2019 I lost my dad, right? And when I lost my dad, I know I was young, okay? Even when this thing happened, 2020, I was 23. I was turning 23 that year. I was still 22. I was 23. I was 23 ngalanya. So, yeah. So, Glandoba, with me losing all my parents, losing my mom, my biological mom, my stepmom, and my dad, losing all of them, I really did feel a void. And at some point, I really thought that having him done would actually fill it up, because then it would not just be me only, because I thought, what if Ndingafa, guys? There'll not be another person to carry the legacy. I was like, I think I was entertaining the idea of falling pregnant. So when this thing happened, one more came to pregnant, I didn't want to show that I was excited, because I was like, it cannot be. When I'm excited, kind of young, and then a bit disappointed. I didn't want to be disappointed. So I was like, okay, my boyfriend was excited, but you're pregnant. I was like, okay. And then I was like, you know what? Because as the home pregnancy testers, people are like, hey, we don't know why long girl faded, because usually when you're pregnant, both lines are dark. I was like, okay, you know what? Let's go to a gynae. So on the 12th of June, I tried calling gynaes. Kabani ba fully booked. And I'm squeeze it in. I'm hey, that's an emergency. Okay, come, I'll squeeze you in. So I went to the gynae here in Plett, ndaya kuye ke ndangena ndamxelela uba kwenzeka ntoni, and I'd also taken the both pregnancy tests, and I showed her uba jonga le line yesibini looks faded, I don't know what it is. She's like, when was the last time you got your period? And I told her, yabo, the last time I got my period. And then she's like, do I have that flow thing? I'm like, I don't have it. Like app that tracks your period. I'm like, no, I don't have it. She's like, you should download that so that it can keep track of your period. I was like, okay, sharp. And also remember, I'm not on contraceptives. The last time I used contraceptives was in 2016. And the reason being was because contraceptives doesn't go guys. Like I was constantly on my period, like every single day. I remember in varsity there was this Ilenduka clinic that we used to go to. The SAN, sanatorium, for triangles and all sorts of things, and I used to go there like all the time to get pills to stop my period because I was constantly on my period. And I got a student never said and I was like, you know what, me, I'm done with this thing. I am done. And then I stopped using contraceptives because of that. So after that, so she says, man, okay, download this app so that you can track your period going forward. She's like, okay, when I look at the situation, when are you supposed to be, I'm testing my urine and whatnot. And then she scans me and I'm scanning. There was no baby in the uterus. She's like, it detects pregnancy. However, there is nothing in your uterus. If ever you were pregnant, and jonga a calendar on the last time you got your period, when it's supposed to be 9 weeks pregnant. Like me, 9 weeks pregnant. She's like, yeah, it's supposed to be 9 weeks pregnant. She looks at my uterus and it's like, there's nothing here. Like, empty. I can't mix. And I'm there's nothing, guys, in my uterus. I'm like, okay, so what now? She's like, but however, there's like this cloudy area, and if ever you are really pregnant, then that means pregnancy. The only valid reason or explanation to this is that you are pregnant, but the pregnancy took place outside the uterus. And I'm just like, biology, and Mr. Staff about pregnancy occurring outside the uterus. Guys. So she's like, okay, and then she calls the lady at the reception. I tell her I'm busy boyfriend because it was COVID, my boyfriend couldn't come in with me. So by all means I go, what is your boyfriend? No, he's a paramedic, whatever. So he's used to these things. Okay, come to this because also understand not because he's used to like medical stuff. Sharp. Abuse. And then she explains, man, look, now I can't join the uterus. I wonder there's no baby. Whatever. Okay, sharp. And then she's like, this is an emergency. Go home, pack a bag, an overnight bag, warm pajamas, toiletries, and take us straight to the hospital. And I'm just like, it's just lost, guys. I'm still lost. And I understand like the urgency of this whole thing. So I'm just like, okay. She's like, you need to go to the hospital. Hospital. There is a 23-year-old patient. We suspect ectopic pregnancy. No. We got home, get packed a bag. Sam, I been to the dome, and then he's trying to encourage me. No, you're gonna be okay. I don't even know what the hell is going on. So my mind, I'm just like, okay, I'm pregnant. Yeah? So I need to go to nicer hospitals in emergency, and my mind is like, okay, no one's will figure out. They're probably gonna move the baby from the fallopian tube to the uterus where it's supposed to grow, right? Okay, we go there. We get there, we go to the emergency unit, and doctor theater and he's like, 23-year-old obese patient. Guys, this is not funny, I'm so sorry. But the doctor's like, yo, we have a 23-year-old obese patient, she needs to come in theater like in an hour's time, And my guys, and they lost it. Only like it's in Dalana, but I was all cool, girl. I was all move on down to uterus, but was all cool. And I was crying. And then again, my boyfriend couldn't come in with me because COVID regulations. Okay, so ndakhuliswa ke ndanxiba ezaa zinto zaphayana esibhedlele, and this other nurse wanfaka this other thing, umbhobho, I don't know wethu laa nto, but but laa nto bendifaka into bangabana andizokwazi uzichamela, so xa ndifuna uchama funeke andizokwazi ebathroom, funeke ndichamele kulaa nto ndivele ndichame nje umchamo uphumele phaa. I was so uncomfortable. I was just like yo. Anovele ndife once, guys, like what is this yabo. Okay, fine. So kwenzeka loo nto leyo ke, then about 30 minutes khange ndihlala ixesha elide, about 30 minutes or so thatha kwi-wheelchair and I was taken straight to theatre. And around about, I think kwakuphambi kwa-7 ngokwayana, went to theatre and they're just like, okay, we're gonna sedate you, night. Yo, I was so scared. I was like, am I not going to die? But no, don't worry, you won't feel anything. It will be a pain-free process. You won't feel anything, okay? But we need to help you, otherwise if we don't take this baby out, you're going to die. Yo, in my entire life experience, imagining myself pregnant, this traumatic, because even my gynae was like, we need to take this baby out. If I some copy uzofa, because what happens is with an ectopic pregnancy, fallopian tube, the baby can't breathe because the fallopian tube is very thin. So now now any further because the fallopian tube and at 9 weeks, that's when it and if you then I'm going to die. She was like, it's an emergency because already 9 weeks pregnant. So for theatre, guys, and and I think I woke up 3 hours later. It was around about 10. I was in so much pain. Hey, listen, I've never experienced a pain in Jiana. Like in my abdomen area. Breathing slowly, breathing in heavily. I was just in so much pain. Then bandiki pills is a pain. And I went to the ward. Hey, I was in so much pain. I woke up 2 hours later, still in so much pain. There was other lady in the same ward as me, but I think she even bought me. I couldn't do a thing. One saying, oh, there was a spell, guys. And then later on, they like, we're discharging you. I was like, already, you're feeling, but no, you'll be fine. So they discharged me later on that day. Then we went home, but it was locked down, okay? And my boyfriend was also when you're on like house arrest because you have COVID. Okay, I forgot the term, but that was the case. So nam ke kodwa mabeke house arrest because cacile ba undisulele. Hey guys, quarantine, thanks. So on quarantine, did you house arrest? It's not like house arrest because you can't go anywhere. You're on quarantine. So hey, I don't know, hey, like I remember lying at hospital bed after I had had the operation. Oh, the doctor was like, we took out the baby, it was this big. Because the pain, I was just like, hey, but I lay on that hospital bed. I was like, you know what, I've been a person that has made peace with the passing of my parents, and that's, I'm not gonna dwell on that. Life goes on. If God thought it was fitting for me not to have parents, then it's fine. But when I was lying in that bed in so much pain, I was like, yona ifuna abazali andikhathalanga basekuthiwa le ibidinga umamam abekhona ibidinga utatam abekhona, because what the hell, yabo. Hayi ndakhala ke, guys. I cried so much in that hospital bed because I was like, why the hell am I going through something like this, and why the hell are my parents not here to give me the support? Fine, ndagoduka ke, my boyfriend was waiting for me outside sayendlini. I didn't go. Like I had nothing to say. Like I was just in so much pain. But I think I only felt the pain the first day. Then the following day I was fine. Kept on taking painkillers. I wasn't in so much pain. Now and then I need to cut, but I was okay. One because I could not do anything. I couldn't cook. I couldn't do whatever. So he took care of me, and I really appreciate that. I mean, I wouldn't wish anyone to go through something like that and not have like a strong support system. I really did. He really supported me throughout. I don't know had he not supported me the way he did. Yeah, it was a terrible, terrible experience. But I think I was bitter that whole week. For a week and a half, I was very numb and I was very bitter. And I was like, guys, why uThixo is manifesting through pain? I think that's what I thought. I was like, kutheni mna kufuneka yami testimony ize pain, like through loss, to be specific. Why must I lose people that are important in my life? Kutheni yami testimony zafuneka ize pain? You know, the people that like get it easy in life. No one really gets it easy in life, ne? But there are those people qonba uyahlala zizinto but ubukhulu becala man kumnandi yabo. But I was like, hey, my experience with God, experience of God, guys, go. I was like, you took my parents away from me. Now the one thing that I actually thought, okay, no, is a closure, which is the baby. I said, oh God, why to take quite a possibility of me? I was like, but again, no, faith again, guys. I was like, I looked at it a different lens. I was like, okay, you know what? I've always been a firm believer that God allows things to happen in our lives for a specific reason. And sometimes it can never be known to us. But the promise, Yoba, the plans that he has for us are those of prosperity. Then even this one, as hard as it is for me to take in and process, but it's definitely one of God's plans, divine plans that he has for us. So that's what happened. And then after that, obviously I did my research. What is this ectopic pregnancy thing? And is it my diet? Is it because is it because is it a genetic thing or what? So I did my research and like, it's got nothing to do with me. It can happen to anyone. It's very rare, but it happens. A lot of women, quite a few women that will experience it. And one of the sisters that was saying to me during the time when quarantine, because she had to check up on me, are my stitches okay and everything, she did tell me that she herself did have an ectopic pregnancy, but now she has 2 beautiful boys, so but guys, I think after that experience I sort of wrote off like idea about one day. I'm just like, you know what, if I don't have a kid one day, then what else? Like, I'm literally there. I don't even entertain the idea of ever having a child. Also, economy, guys, better. So I'm just like, not having a kid is actually a blessing in disguise. But also my mind is just like, if ever I'm to get married, okay, not if ever, when I get married, because it's going to happen, I deserve it, please. When I get married, I pray I get married to someone who's going to understand that jonga babes apha emtshatweni izoba ndim nawe, ungaliphi entertain ideas soba nomntana. What if angabikho umntana? And ke ngoku mna for into yam nomntana at this point, it's like one of those things whereby I am not willing to go through amahlanje enyuka of trying to conceive if ever akapopi naturally. If akapopi naturally, andifuni utya mayeza, andifuni nantsika, andifuni nix. If I got so I really pray that I get married to someone who's going to be okay with the idea of not ever having a kid with me. Because now I've made peace with it and I'm pretty much okay. I healed through law and don't. Obviously I get triggered, but I got about but yeah, I'm just like, also maybe there's a lot of things that God has in store for me, and not having a kid is probably one of them. So that's what happened. How do you look out for this? Guys, I don't know. Hey, I don't know. But I think what I do though after that experience, I go to check up at least once a year. At least once a year, go for a checkup. You do your pap smears and whatnot, and just she did say though, after I think 6 months after the operation, I went to my second gynae visit, because before the operation I didn't visit the gynae. I've never ever been to a gynae actually. So I went 6 months after, and she did tell me that your eggs are very small, like your eggs are super small. So and one of these a contributing factor could be diet. A lot of women, because of the diet, if you have a diet that is high in sugar and carbs, then I mean, I didn't even know that. And at that time, sana diet and ever since that experience, I've really tried to take it down a notch and try and eat healthily, and I do. I'm actually quite obsessed with eating healthily. I do eat my junk, but I'm just like, girl, take care of your body, take care of that body, child. So yeah, guys, what happened to me? Okay, please. I just wanted to share that story with you because it was actually going to be like my second video, because the second video I did shoot was last month, and kuba yenze around about the same time, and 2 years ago. I thought it would be fitting to share it now. I'm sharing it now because it's grandy, and it's not something that makes me cry. The scar is there as a reminder, but it's just like, yeah, it's all part of God's plan. And girl was made peace of not understanding God's plan. Sometimes I don't understand, but I really trust God with my life. I trust God. If we but whatever God decides, I do trust him. But at the end of the day, I'll say thank you, God, for whatever, because I'm just like, he knows best. When he created me, he knew exactly what he wanted me to become. He knew about Lona was out, and even in that situation, he had already given me the strength to overcome it, even before I overcame it. So yeah, guys, but lapha, we good, still glowing, still trust God, still faithful naye kuthi. Yeah, okay, I hope this finds you well. I don't know what will find you well in this video. Okay, just breathe in and out. Okay, these things happen, it's part of life, but we are still here. That's what happened to me in 2020, and no, I have not fallen pregnant ever since, which proves ukuthi vele nje being mistake the infertile guy. Okay, that's not funny, but yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Our next video will be a vlog. I promise you, I'll vlog in this serious, like a nice cute vlog, short vlog, because I'm not a vlog person, but yeah, I will do it. I will do it for your sake, so that because breathe and come away like girl. But I'm just trying to share things I've been through to really empower another person and be like, you know what, but you know what, we bounce back and we good. Life goes on, and that's on that. Jesus, period. Yeah. See you next time. Love you. Oh. Don't forget to like, comment. Oh, also guys, can you send happy guys? It's stuck, guys. 148 subscribers, but I know it's still new, and that's actually a lot for someone ongazwayo futhi. I'm actually impressed. Thank you so much for those who subscribed. But please bring in more subbies. Ikule channel here too. Okay, just don't forget to like, comment, and please share it with as many people as you can. Share it with everybody. No mama, come fuck it. Fuck mama, fuck everybody. Thank you so much, guys. Love you. Till next time.